According to our Diana Rossini, Odell Beckham Jr. honing in on 3 teams: the Chiefs, the Packers, and the Saints. Stephen A., are you still standing by the Chiefs as the best fit for OBJ?
No, I'm not. I think that the Rams are in that mix. I'm not questioning Diana Rossini's reporting. She does a great job. But I'm telling you that the Rams are in that mix as well. He's got a home in L.A., okay? He loves L.A. And by the way, they're the number 3 passing attack. And even though their defense numbers-wise is average, the bottom line, if you got Aaron Donald, you got Jalen Ramsey, and now you just added Von Miller, you are going for it if you are the Los Angeles Rams. And I don't know why in the hell you wouldn't pursue Odell Beckham Jr. Yes, Cooper Kupp is playing all-world, lights out, and the chemistry with him and Matthew Stafford can't be ignored. Yes, Robert Woods can ball. Yes, they've got some other weapons as well. But we all understand that there's a difference between Jared Goff and Matthew Stafford. And Matthew Stafford combined with Sean McVay, you're talking about an aerial assault coming your way. That's their aspiration. Why would you not grab somebody like an Odell Beckham Jr.? This is what you need to do right now. You're in second place. Okay, you're not going to, unless you catch Arizona, you better beat them the next time you face them, unless you catch them. Right now, they got a 1-game lead on you in the NFC West. Russell Wilson's coming back, even though I don't think Seattle will catch the Los Angeles Rams. You're 7-2. You want to get the division. You want to put yourself in a business where the road to prosperity, meaning a championship, isn't that arduous. And winning the division crown might go a long way. You need to do all you can to do it. And oh, by the way, if you're Odell Beckham Jr., let me be very, very clear. It's on the line now because Baker Mayfield got folks that showed up and showed out this past week against Cincinnati. Over the last few weeks you were in Cleveland. We believe in you. I know I believe in you. Swagoo believes in you. We know you can still ball. Keyshawn Johnson believes in you. The list goes on and on. Michael Irvin, the list goes on and on. But in the end, there is footage of you dropping a number of passes. So Odell's got something to prove. The Rams are going for it. La is a place that he loves because that's where he was in all season. I know this for a fact, Swagoo, because when I was in Beverly Hills, I saw Odell. I ran into him. Okay, he was there before the season started.
Money. Them dudes that have money in their pocket. That's where they end up at.
I feel you on that. But the point that I'm trying to make to you is that he loves being out there. Yeah. So to me, it's a match made in heaven. He needs to try to get with the Los Angeles Rams.
S.A., I understand what you're saying, and I understand the outside part of it, too, as far as life. You had this same conversation about LeBron James when he signed with the Lakers, the opportunities that present themselves beyond the football field. But that is where my line draws, because I think the Kansas City Chiefs are the best spot. And it's two-part for me. One is because I think he goes in and immediately helps this offense that we've talked about and how bad Patrick Mahomes has been. The other thing is, I don't think this is about one particular year for Odell Beckham Jr. I'm not sure with the Rams that he would have the type of production and impact that he's looking to have. Because remember now, Odell Beckham Jr. will be a free agent now, but he'll be a free agent after this season. So it's not just about what he does in the last 8-9 weeks and potentially through the playoffs. It's about where can he be in order to get a long-term contract and continue to have the opportunity to win. I'm not sure if LA is that place because they're, one, on the books for a lot of money. Two, it'll be another decision that has to be made from Odell Beckham Jr. in case it didn't work out in LA. There is more validity to what the Chiefs are dealing with right now and finding a legit guy that can be a number one, but he would be a number 2 to Tyreek Hill in that offense, but still impactful in the opportunity to go forward with a team and have a chance to win with the future going forward.
I don't think you're prioritizing the level of happiness that needs to come into the equation where it comes to Odell Beckham Jr. And I'm certainly not trying to imply he can't be happy with Patrick Mahomes throwing the football because I know better than that. But being in La, playing with Matthew Stafford, with a play caller like Sean McVay and what have you, I definitely think that goes a long way. And I think that's one of those situations also. I think they got a better shot at this particular juncture in winning a Super Bowl championship than the Kansas City Chiefs. So all of those things are going to lend itself towards Odell Beckham Jr. potentially contributing to a championship squad. And if he ends up helping them benefit from that, that could go a long way as well. All of those things I think you have to take into consideration.
But
with the psychological aspect
that involves
him.
Let me ask you this question, because you're absolutely right. I've already acknowledged that you're right about Los Angeles. But for Odell Beckham Jr. going forward, future-wise, do you think he can make more of a stamp in Kansas City, or do you think it'll be more of a stamp in L.A., who's already on the books with both of their 1 and 2 receivers that they are going to go forward with no matter
Kansas City,
what?
he could turn the season around, Stephen A.
You could say he could turn the season around, but to me, if that defense doesn't improve, it doesn't matter, number one. And number two, I think no matter what the situation is, I don't know if he'd stay in Kansas City. That's my issue.
I hate
So
that
if
we
he's
were
gonna
on the
move
same
anyway,
page. I hate that we were on the same page about
championship
Aaron
race.
Rodgers, but you are absolutely wrong, which I was waiting for us to get to. You are absolutely wrong. See, you go to L.A., and you have a great time because you don't have to deal with the winter in New York, and you got the money to go have a good time, and you got your nice cars and the sunshine and all of the stars out there. So that's why you want Odell Beckham Jr. to go there. But Odell Beckham Jr. football future is more suited to go to Kansas City and have success and impact the team and then get another contract extension as opposed to the football side of going to the Rams and then having to find another place to get out.
He can hang out in L.A.
Hold on, Molly. With all due respect, Swagoo, I'm going to respectfully disagree with you in this because I don't think based on what you've seen from Kansas City this year, there's a lot of inexplicable things that have been going on with them. And I don't think based on what you've seen, you can definitively say that that's the case. I can make just as legitimate of an argument because of the kind of offense that Los Angeles has, the infusion to their offense that Matthew Stafford has provided, the fact that the couple of games that they've had difficulties in this year were the games that they keyed on Cooper Kupp, so you need a different outlet other than him. I can make just as legitimate of an argument that Odell Beckham Jr. would be just as effective in Los Angeles as he would be in Kansas City.
All right, let me ask you this. If he goes to Kansas City and this offense start to roll, what the conversation going to be nationally?
That would be correct if that were to happen.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.